Hey, what is up guys, I'm Leo, and today I'm going to be saying, should the Cavaliers be worried, as they have been up to a kind of a rough start, and I'm just going to be talking about that. And by the way, this is before the Knicks game, so I can't really go off of what, if they lost or won to the Knicks, so I just want to get that out of the way. So, yeah, without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, so the first thing I'm actually going to get into is why they should even be worried, because y'all might be thinking, dude, they're Cleveland, why would they even be worried? They're great. They're gonna be in the finals. Golden State Warriors. Why would they even be worried? Well, because yes, they did start off great, but they have lost 3 games straight, and they are now the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. And yes, they're supposed to dominate that conference and be the #1 seed pretty much throughout the entire year. And if you also look at the teams that they have lost to the Orlando Magic, the Brooklyn Nets, and the New Orleans Pelicans. All 3 of them probably haven't made the playoffs in the past 3 years. Don't quote me on that though. And the Pelicans, they're a bottom feeder, probably won't make the playoffs this year. Orlando Magic, they've shown signs of being good, but they probably slow down after a while. And the Brooklyn Nets, they're literally the worst team in the league. And make it worse, they didn't have D'Angelo Russell. He was hurt that game. So they lost to 3 teams that probably won't make the playoffs and everything. And they're not even in the playoff race if they lose tonight against the Knicks. I don't know if they did or not. But now, let's be for real. I'm gonna be in why they shouldn't even be worried. Why Cavs fans should not be worried that their team's going to be bad this year. Because they have shown many times that they could give 2 horses' asses about the regular season. Last year, they literally gave up the #1 seed and home court advantage in the playoffs to the Celtics to rest their starters in LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie. They literally just rested them 3 for 15 games straight, and then just lost their 1 seed to the Celtics because they knew they were going to be able to beat the Celtics in the in the conference finals anyway. So I don't think they really cared. And they don't play defense because they are literally this year 24th worst in defense and the 22nd worst in opponents' points per game. They're the 22nd worst in letting their opponents score per game. And it's not like they're playing these beast teams like Golden State. No, they're playing pretty bad teams, let's be honest. So to be playing like this is extremely bad. But another thing to show that they don't play defense, when they played the New Orleans Pelicans, a terrible 3-point shooting team, they not only let AD and DeMarcus Cousins go off, Andrew Holiday, like they usually do, but then they let a dude named Etwan Moore score 22 points and have a 7 assist on them from 10 for 13 shooting. This dude went off. Etwan Moore is a dude that averages 8 points a game, and he scored 22 against the Cavaliers, who are supposed to be a finals contender. But they don't play defense because they don't really care about the regular season. And they've never been a good defensive team, but you can tell they're not even really trying right now. Yes, they don't want to lose, but they know they're going to make the finals no matter what. They're probably going to make the 1 seed or 2 seed no matter what. Let's be honest. I think LeBron would be good with the 8th seed and just coast in the playoffs, and because obviously he's just going to go off in the playoffs. And LeBron, my second reason, LeBron knows what he's doing. LeBron always dominates the playoffs and takes a little break the entire regular season. Just look at these numbers. In the playoffs last year, he averaged 9.1 rebounds per game, 7.8 assists per game, and 1.9 steals per game, 1.3 blocks per game, and 32.8 points per game. And in the regular season, where he usually coasts, he only averaged 8.8 rebounds per game, 0.8 steals per game, 1.3 blocks per game, 26.0 points per game. And if you still don't believe me that LeBron just doesn't really care about the regular season, here's a quote after the Pelicans game. After the Pelicans game where they just got blown out, dismantled by a terrible Pelicans team, and the only hope they have is Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins, and how bad they play defense, he didn't say anything else. This is all he had to say. We're fine. He knows that the regular season means nothing to him. He does not care about the regular season. He literally only said, we're fine. Most players, if they were trying to win that game, they would have been pissed off. But to just say we're fine, he obviously does not care where he's seated because he knows they're going to coast through the playoffs. It's going, the only contender for him are the Celtics, who don't have Gordon Hayward. They're going to easily coast through this playoffs, and he knows better. So LeBron knows what he's doing. And then my third thing is they're going to find a starting lineup eventually, as with all the injuries that the Cavs are having, like with Isaiah Thomas and Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose actually is coming back this game, but I mean, still with all the troubles they're having finding a starting lineup, they've literally had 4 different ones in 9 games. That's not a good thing. And they're eventually going to find a good one, and I think once they find them, they're going to start clicking, even in the regular season where they don't play that much defense. So yeah. And that's pretty much going to be it for this video, but let me recap before I actually end it off. So my first reason was, should they really be worried, or why they should be worried? It's because like they're losing to pretty bad teams in the Eastern Conference in the 8th seed, and if they lose tonight, they're out of the playoffs right now. But let's be honest, they're going to make the playoffs. Let's be honest, that's a give me. But then, should they really be worried is what my second reason pretty much is. Like, they've shown that they could care less about the regular season. They've shown that they don't really try in the regular season, as they all don't play defense. They pretty much rest the entire regular season. They can go off in the playoffs. And then my third and final reasons was they just need to find a starting lineup and get their chemistry going. And once they get that, I'm sure they will start clicking again. So yeah, at any point, guys, if you did like the video, or at any point just really like the video, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and comment below if you want more videos like this, or if you want more, just comment below what kind of videos you want. That would mean a lot to me. And if you didn't like the video, you don't have to dislike button. You can just leave. That'd be nice if you just left. You don't have to put me down. All right, I almost hung myself like 3 times yesterday. And anyway, kids, don't think I forgot about you either. Remember, never do your vegetables, always eat your drugs. Stay safe, wear your seatbelt. Goodbye.